Oh, hi. Perfect. Guys, thank you for being here. Uh, we have plenty of people on all the video platforms eagerly waiting to hear about Francium and the amazing things you've been building. So thank you for taking the time to be here.
It's really a pleasure for us, on behalf of Team Francium and on behalf of myself personally. I think it's a great opportunity. We are really honored. We are actually looking forward to great community and all the other communities who have joined Solana. So we are actually very grateful to you for giving us this opportunity to have this AMA. Really.
We are also very thankful, guys, that you are taking the time to be here and to answer all our questions. We're also very thankful for providing this amazing platform for us to join the Solana DeFi. And I have to say, and this is a unanimous opinion from the community, that you have the best and the cleanest and the most intuitive user experience, UI, UX, by far. You are for sure winning on this one. So amazing, good job, whoever is behind that. I don't know who we should thank, but you should definitely give him a high five from the Grape community.
Yeah, well, we always also look forward to its great community. The people behind this community, we think they are fabulous, awesome. The product, the protocol, the community, each and everything is simply amazing. And it's really an honor for us to be a part of this community. We really think that by joining this AMA, we are also part of a great community. So we are really grateful that you provided us with this platform.
Perfect, guys. Tell us a little bit about the team. How big is the Francium team? How did you end up building on Solana? Uh, how did you guys come together? You know, a little bit of your background story, so the members get a bit an idea of get closer to you, get more intimate.
All right. Um, basically, the story begins with the seasonal hackathon of Solana. So it was back in May when Solana announced the seasonal hackathon, and Francium participated in that hackathon. And luckily, we won the prize for first Asia's runner-up prize and also Kin prize. So it was very fortunate for us. And the thing is that we believe that within the DeFi world, there are a lot of opportunities in terms of innovation, in terms of capital. So we wanted to utilize those capability, those things that are available, right? So the thing is, we are also seeing some drawbacks here. We believe that there is capital, tons of capital is available, but the thing is, efficient use of capital still lacks there. So we wanted to come up with something that could help users, DeFi users, to efficiently use their capital. That's how we started this protocol. So the basic idea was the high yield and wise utilization of capital.
Did you build in some other blockchain first, and then you transitioned to Solana, or you went straight to Solana?
Basically, the team behind this, we were actually the people from the internet companies, the famous internet companies. Also, we have the people from blockchain industry. So we also have the people who have the experience of blockchain algos, and they also have the implementation experience. So you can say that collecting that experience, putting those things all together, we decided to develop a protocol, Francium. So yeah, coming back to your question, no, we were not into another platform before. It was a pure idea, just the different people from different fields, they join their hands together and come up with this brilliant idea. And most importantly, all of the team members, all the pioneers of this protocol, they are the earliest users of DeFi. So it also helped them to come up with this protocol.
Amazing, amazing, amazing. And because I see maybe not everybody's familiar, maybe not everybody has done their homework. Could you give us a small, short summary of what Francium does?
Mhm. So, Francium, is a platform that that we are currently working, and Francium. People think that Francium is a leverage yield aggregator, right? But the fact is, it is just a part of one of the strategies that are available in Francium. Basically, you can say that Francium is the yield strategy aggregator. So our main purpose or the main vision is to build strategies, right? It's not just about the leverage yield farming. It's about building more and more strategies.
Um, are you going to also work with other protocols developing strategies, or are you going to develop all the strategies within your own platform? Uh, I've seen you've been launching many leveraged farms. Are we going to see more products like that, or it's going to be delegated and in partnership with already existing protocols?
So we are going to, the leverage yield farming at the current stage is something that we are doing now. But apart from leverage yield farming, we are going to introduce more strategies. For example, crypto native strategy, and we will also we are also planning to introduce some trading based strategies. So at the end, at the end stage or the last stage of the product, you are going to have leverage. You are going to have a yield strategy aggregator.
Beautiful, beautiful. Are you going to partner up with other projects, or it's going to be all made by Francium?
This is something I think Mike can elaborate.
Uh, all made by Francium. Yeah, and Francium
Amazing.
will cooperate with. Thank you. Francium will cooperate with partners to bring some high performance, good performance strategies, such as agribird or something like that. And Francium will also provide virtual tours and automation module to help traders and senior DeFi users to create strategies. The strategies such as arbitrage, and there are also some sub strategies such as use traditional trading system to price the faster growing um, crypto asset, and there will be many opportunities, yield opportunities for us to find. And Francium will cooperate with partners and to provide some of them. And we will also provide tools, useful tools to help the DeFi users to create strategies for the self use, or or they can also share the strategies they created to the others for performance fee, or just for honor.
That's awesome. That's really awesome. But before I ask you more on those beautiful plants that you have, I want to ask some more questions about leveraged farming itself and a little bit of on how it works, because it's interesting to just to make sure that everybody is 100% clear, or close to 100% clear on how it works. So let's say that I want to enter a farm that has is leveraged by 3 times, let's say 3x. What happens? Do I add, let's say, a portion of the asset inside the pool? And what is that you are collateralizing in order to borrow more to add into the pool? Could you give us the steps of how the leveraged farm works?
So
Sitara, you can say first. Okay.
Okay, so basically the concept of leverage yield farming is like you presented an example of 3x leverage. So let's say you want to farm in a USDC Sol pool, right? And you wanted to put 100 USDC in that pool. So so one part is the part that you have already input into the pool. Now by 3x means that you are going to have 3 times leverage, means you are going to borrow 2 parts. So at the end, the total assets you are going to have is the 3 times of 100, which is 300, right?
But
so
how do you borrow?
out
How
of
do you
this
borrow?
300, 100 is your part, and then the other 200 is the part that you have borrowed from that.
And what do I put as collateral for me to borrow that 200?
You put your asset, for example, you are putting USDC.
So my position is immediately collateralized for the other 2 times of the equity that I'm borrowing. So
Yes.
if it drops by 33%, I get liquidated, roughly.
Yeah. If the total position drops to a certain value, certain value above the debt value, you the position would possibly be liquidated. Yeah. If you
Awesome.
Yeah, if you provide in Citara's case, if you provide 100 USDC, 100 USDT as principal, and the collateral is 100 USDC, and if you provide 100 value of Solana, for example, the collateral is Solana, and yeah.
So I will borrow I'll collateralize my 100 USDC, borrow Solana, borrow more Solana and more LP and add it to the pool. And like the liquidity pool token is that you're eventually the one that you're getting.
Yeah. So in case of, for example, we have a pool like USDC Solana pool, right? So you want to borrow. So what Francium will do is that, for example, if we want to farm in a pool, usually we need to have an LP token, right? For farming. But what Francium smart contract will do for you is that it will automatically swap half of the money that you have deposited. For example, if you have deposited USDC as a collateral, so it will swap half of it into Solana and will help you to get LP tokens. That LP token will later on be used for farming.
Beautiful, yeah, and it's seamless. The smart contracts are working so well. It's I'm amazed, really, guys. You've done an amazing job in presenting all this information. Congratulations on that.
Thank you so much. It's an honor.
How do you have competitors even in this ecosystem on the Solana ecosystem, right? At the moment, your competitor, I would say, the way I see it, is Sol Farm. Am I correct on this one?
Oh well, we don't take them as competitors. We think, you can say competitors as well, but yeah, ma'am. I mean, they are not competitors in a sense because like they are the yield farming actually they are the leverage yield farming, right? They are providing leverage yield farming, whereas we are the leverage yield aggregator. So the main thing is our ultimate goal is different from what their goal is. At the current stage, we are providing leverage yield farming, but this is just a part of the story. At the final stage, we are going to offer more strategies, right? So we are going to be the leverage yield aggregator. This is what our vision is. And also, if we talk about the current scenario, we have advantage at over some other platforms. For example, we have a feature that is called stop loss feature. This feature is very helpful for the users. It can help them to minimize the risk which they may encounter otherwise.
Totally agree. Totally agree. And a beautiful answer. Thank you for this amazing answer, because you actually highlighted that it is quite different. You might seem as a competitor now, but that's you have a grand vision which Solana actually needs. The DeFi space of Solana needs a yield aggregator, and you guys have been doing a great job. So thank you for that. Thank you for the answer as well.
Most welcome. Coming from you is an honor.
What about other leveraged yield aggregators like Alpha Finance or Alpaca Finance? How do you guys are you these versions of these platforms on Solana? How do you compare with those really well built protocols?
I think Mike will elaborate this. Mike, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here, and uh, I'm not quite understand the question. I need Sitara to repeat the question to me. So sorry.
Yeah, sorry about that. Actually, Mike internet has got some problems. So, would you like to repeat the question, please?
Yes, of course. There are other leveraged yield farming aggregators like Alpha Finance and Alpaca Finance. How do you guys compare to these protocols?
Alpha and Alpaca protocol is also famous leverage your farming protocol, as we know, and that has much pros and big communities. I think these two protocols are very good and very great protocols. Has a competitor. And first, we are on Solana, and Solana has much stress, has many stress, such as low cost and high speed. And about what kind of thing DeFi builders on Solana can benefit from this stress, we have written article about this, named with why build DeFi on Solana. And this article, we expressed many opinions about the topic. And Solana official Twitter account has also retweeted this article. And this is some strengths we will benefit from the blockchain Solana. And also we will benefit from the other strengths of the ecosystem. There are many traders and there are many famous and good traders in Solana ecosystem. And this is better than Ethereum, and this is better than BSC, BS, BSC, BS chain, and this will give us the opportunity to cooperate with top traders to build good strategies and bring these high quality strategies to the users. and return to the leverage yield farming part. And Solana is fast growing, and there are many high APY APR pool is coming, and all this pool will bring more TVL to our protocols such as Francium, yeah. And also, we will provide many features like stop loss, take profit, or and the most important strategies which Francium is building is use hedge to provide more stable yield farming strategies to users. For example, you can use leverage yield farming to long or short one asset. But sometimes people, especially those people with much money, with a high fund, they will need very good market neutral strategies to earn money, to earn stable profit. And Francium will use many kinds of hedge method, such as pseudo nature, such as hedged by other protocol, such as Mango, and I use such kind of method to provide good hedged strategies to the users, to help the users to earn profit, earn stable profit without so high risks of the impermanent loss. And this will help Francium to compete with these two protocols, I think.
You've been giving some amazing information here. So you're saying we're gonna see abilities to hedge your position. We're gonna see stop losses and take profit and delta neutral positions created by larger strategy builders that others will follow. This really feels extremely exciting and very helpful. And as Sitara said here, that you guys are looking for capital efficiency. That's the name of the game. This is what misses from Ethereum that Solana can achieve because it has low fees and fast transactions, which means that can allow capital to be efficiently deployed in sub-second moves. And yeah, the way you've been explaining what the strategy builder side is going to have is just insane. I'm very hyped.
Thank you.
So, and I had another question that was part of the list of questions that I wanted to ask, which was, is your goal to provide the highest APY? And I'm not gonna go forward asking this question because you've already explained that you're going to have various strategies that cater to different risk levels and risk profiles, which means some are going to have high APY, some are going to have lower, but are going to be safer with hedged positions. So it's going to have a flavor for every kind of taste bud.
Yeah, that's true. And adding something more to the high APY, yeah, as we all know that people are always excited about the high APY and they are looking forward to join the pools with high APY. So we will continue adding more pools with high APY, and besides that, we are also going to add some pools with long-term stable profit.
Nice, which means that's going to have some kind of fixed rate, a fixed rate product that would really, it's a welcoming song for anybody coming from traditional finance.
Thank you so much. We are hoping to achieve this goal, and all we need is your support, the support from the people out there in in the Solana ecosystem and all the people of Francium community. We are just looking forward to your support, and your appreciation means a lot.
Thank you,
to
thank you.
us.
May I ask you, like, do you think like leveraged and what you guys are building are really hard topics, and maybe they are tough to for a new investor. Are you guys doing anything on the educational side on how to inform traders about the risks and rewards and all these things? How are you approaching this?
Basically, we have initially we have some introduced a doc section in Francium official website. If you visit www.francium.io and go to the docs section, you will be able to find detail about different things. For example, parameters, liquidation, and long and short position, and certain strategies like this. But what we came to know is that even after providing this kind of documents, some people are still unable to understand a lot of things. For example, long position, short position, when are they going to liquidate it, and this kind of small details. So what we have done now is that we have introduced a tracker. With the help of this tracker, they will be able to track their position, and it's just an initiative towards educating people about our protocol.
Awesome, fantastic initiative. Really required because not everybody understands. Even if you make videos, even if you call them at their home and explain to them personally, they will say yes, I understand, because maybe they're a little bit ashamed to admit. But it's hard, and guys, nobody gets it immediately. Read the documentation, watch the videos, join the streams, and come here and ask questions. And eventually, I'm pretty sure people will understand. At the moment, guys, we've been seeing an explosion on the NFT hype, especially on the Solana side of things. Are you planning on doing anything with NFTs? Is Francium going to have any exposure to the NFT market hype or crowd?
Or they have to farm in another pool. The same problem reappear.
I think we had some small issue there with Discord. I will repeat my last question. Can you hear me well?
Yeah. I can hear you now.
Beautiful. So we've seen a huge explosion in Solana and in generally in crypto with NFTs. Is Francium going to touch NFTs in any way?
About NFTs, people look forward to NFTs, and we as Team Francium, we are planning to interact with our community with the help of NFTs. So the call is stay tuned, and all the news will be announced through our channels.
Thank you for that as well. Another question has to do with the assets you select to list for lending. What is the process, and how does an asset? How do you select something that like? Can we see grape? I'm getting this as a random example. You don't need to answer specifically for grape, but just give me a little bit of an understanding of the procedure. What are the requirements to get there?
For Team Francium, the criteria of selection is that usually we select the assets that could be borrowed later on for farming, right? So this is one of the things, and we also select the mainstream assets. We prefer the assets that are on mainstream, considering the factor of liquidity and relative stable of value.
Beautiful. Thank you. So it makes sense. It totally makes sense. Another question that is coming from our community that has been participating in the Francium beta and in the Francium, the slow rollout, has to do with those point system that you introduced early in your days. What's happening with that?
The same question. A lot of people on the Francium community also asked the same question. So actually, we are very grateful to you to give us opportunity to clarify this question. So yeah, we have that point system. We were working on that point system. Maybe in future, we there's a possibility we could have the same thing as well. But actually, the main thing is that point system was for the long-term participators, right? So those who have those points, those the beholders of those points, they are going to get some incentive in some form in future. Definitely, you cannot say that those points are useless. These points are definitely going to bring you some incentive.
So they've been kept and stored, and whoever has the points one day will enjoy some kind of benefit when you guys roll out more features. And yeah, we're gonna get to some other things slowly into our AMA.
Yeah.
Is Radium's Francium's code, which, hey, how did you get the name Francium? I know it's an element after Radium. Is that the inspiration?
Yeah, we actually we know that Francium is the rare element, right? And we want it to be rare, like the element francium. So yeah, I wouldn't say that the other elements of the periodic table, they are not important. Definitely they have their own significance, but this particular element francium, it's the metallic element, and it's rare and most reactive. So we want it to be rare, and we want it to be most reactive within our community and within Solana ecosystem.
Inspiring. Thank you for that. It also happens to be really close to Radium, which is another popular protocol on Solana.
Yeah.
And last question before I go to the when token side of things is what about your code? Is it open source? Is it something you're planning to do in the future? What's your stance on this school of thought?
About open code, yeah, we are looking forward to it, and hopefully we will provide the open code source by after we finish with audit.
After you finish with audit, which means you are in the process now of getting audited.
Oh, we are into this process. It's also a good question you raised, and I'm grateful you asked this because a lot of people wanted to know about this. So yeah, Francium is going through the process of audit, and soon, maybe at the end of this month or next month, we are going to have that audit report.
I want to inform the people listening to us because they might not know this. That guys, getting your protocol and your code and your smart contracts audited is a lengthy procedure. Those auditors have long queues, so if you apply today, your code is going to be audited in 3 months, in 4 months, in 6 months sometimes. And understand that this is not a solidity code, meaning that these builders are reinventing the wheel every time, and those auditors need to really dedicate time, because these are not shell contracts that have been written again and reused. These are contracts written from the bottom, and there are not many auditors out there that can just move fast in a Solana smart contract. So it's amazing that you guys will be able to finish your audits so fast, which means you've applied quite some time in the past.
Yeah, actually it took us some time, and I would also like to add on something to your question. Firstly, I really want to appreciate you that you have gone through the details about the audit process, because some people may not be able to understand the whole process. So I'm grateful to you for adding the information. And secondly, I would also like to add on one thing, that the audit of Francium protocol is conducted by the two famous firms. So stay tuned, and all the information will be provided by our channels.
Beautiful. I love these stay tuned things because it's those, what we need, those little droplets of alpha. But now here is my big question coming that everybody's really itchy to learn what's coming. It has to do with your token. Tell us what you're planning and any details you can share. I know you can't for sure say everything that you know, but anything would be super welcome.
Yeah, this is also one of the biggest questions that we that people usually ask us, and thanks again for asking the question. So yeah, token about the token, the design of the token function is still in progress, and we are communicating with different teams within Solana ecosystem about the design experience, and we'll come up with a design that is most closest to the development agreement.
Are you going to maybe give some retroactive rewards for those providing liquidity in your contracts?
That's something maybe Mike can elaborate.
The question, Mike, is about the early contributors of liquidity. When the time comes for a Francium coin, are you going to consider them?
Yeah, we will think about it seriously, and we'll find a method to incentive the supporters, the leader, the depositors, and the farmers in Francium. It's early time. Sure, we will find a way to incentive them, and we will find a fair way to incentive them.
And
Through
to reward them for those that were doing it with no coin, back like people that have been providing liquidity to Francium. I think you should definitely consider sending some coin towards them.
Yeah. We sure. We will send to them. We will do a solution. We will design a solution to incentivize them with coin, with NFT, and with other kinds of rewards to them. We are making the solution now, so please wait a while, and we will give the announcement in the near future. And
Beautiful.
we are always thinking about this kind of thing, and the community is really important to us. And through the previous activities, we return very high quality response, such as suggestion, bug report, and yield story sharing from the community. The response and the commit are really high quality, and they are better than our expectation. So sure, we will give response, give the thing we think it is very valuable to our community. Sure.
Beautiful. And another question regarding your future token. In an ideal world that there is no regulation, there are no lawyers, and there are no issues, would you want this token to be to share and some of the revenue the protocol has to the holders of the token, or you would wish to have a purely governance token? So option 1 is connect your token with the revenue of the platform. Option 2 is governance only. What would you go for?
To be honest, this hasn't been determined because the design of the token is still in progress, and we are also discussing this topic with Solana teams with some teams in Solana ecosystem, as Citora said just now. And if this is determined, we will make announcement, give announcement about this. So please keep noticing the announcement of Francium.
Awesome. Thank you for really being comfortable with my questions, because I understand that you can't spill all the beans. So thank you for being patient with me. On another note, on the general things, DeFi on Solana, any shout outs to any builders out there, any teams that you are partnering with or working with that might not be as popular as you guys, but yeah, some shout outs for the Solana builders. Any projects out there that you like?
About I wouldn't say it's a shout out, but it's just a small token of appreciation for some people, like some platforms such as Arca, Marinade, and Serum. We think that these platforms are working tremendously, and their contribution to Solana ecosystem is huge. Each of them have their own significance. Each of them have their own strength. So yeah, Serum and Marinade and Arca, and we also had a launch. We also have launched MSOL token by Marinade, and we also are working with them with Marinade. So yeah, and for the upcoming projects, I would like to mention the name of Soda Protocol. The team is working hard, and we think that they have a huge potential. So thumbs up to Soda Protocol.
Wow, thank you for this. That's it's information coming from builders like yourselves carries slightly more weight, sometimes much more weight than my no expertise, no code understanding opinion. So yeah, thank you for providing even more alpha.
Most welcome. It's always a pleasure.
Let me go through the. Yeah, I see there is a question about funding. Have you guys done any fundraising, or you're so far still operating with your own capital?
Initially, we got funding from Serum and Solana, and yeah, these are the two fundings we got before.
I'm sure you're being bombarded by venture capital offers.
You cannot say that.
I know. I'm sure. You guys are building quality stuff, so there's no way they're not attacking you. And let me just go over the other chats just to make sure that we're not missing any of the questions. Oh, you've yeah, here you go. This is a beautiful question by Sticker. Thank you, Sticker. Why you guys are not trackable on SonarWatch and Step Finance? Why can't we see our positions on Francium?
The integration is in progress actually, and the DV team, a direct team of Francium and SonarWatch in working together on the integration, and it could be seen on SonarWatch soon.
Bravo, nice. That honestly, guys, the moment you do this, I think your TVL is going to grow exponentially. people really like seeing, all their portfolio and their positions on one platform. And it's funny because I'm lending quite many, actually a big portion of my portfolio, my Solana portfolio is in Francium, and I'm using more and more Francium just because I can't be going around various platforms. I like your UI, and I'm using your platform as my dashboard by just lending at Francium. So yeah, I'm looking
Thank
forward on being actually integrated to Sonar Watch and then hopefully Step at some point. Do we have like? Will we see this maybe before the end of the year? Is it something that you are working actively? I think it's very important.
Now this is something which is under progress, and we have some to do some collaborations for that matter. So, yeah, within 1 year, we can say that the things may end up within a year, but we cannot say for sure it's going to happen like this. So yeah, we'll just wait for our call. But there's one thing I would like to add, that we are definitely working on this, and this is something that is in pipeline.
Beautiful. Thank you, guys. Thank you. If there is anything else that you would want to inform the world, the community, plenty of people listening on all the platforms live. Even more are going to listen on the edited video we're going to produce afterwards. So the stage is yours. If you want to say anything, we're all ears.
Mike?
Grape is a very great community project, and it has a very great community. Let's find whether is some other cooperation potential cooperation we can find to in the future.
I am sure we can find. We are all big fans of of what you're building, guys. And yeah, I'm telling you on behalf of my fellow Grape contributors, we will find a way to cooperate, use the two protocols for sure jointly, and get the communities closer. I'm glad you took your time. I'm glad you did the leap of faith to come on this audio AMA. Honestly. Here I see Medivan asking, saying he's not. There's no question mark, saying that we look forward on seeing Grape as a lending asset on Francium. So maybe one day we can also see Grape in that side of the protocol.
Yeah, definitely. This is something which Mike also pointed out. We are actually looking forward for a collaborative project with Grape, because we really admire Grape. Each and everything, the UI and the community, each and everything is awesome. So it's a great opportunity for Francium if we can have a collaborative project.
Guys, where are you from? Really, for sure you're based in Asia, but is the team all together in some country? Do you know each other from previous projects? What's the deal there? How did you become a group?
Some of the team members were working in a big blockchain company, and we were researching the algorithm of blockchain, the mechanism of blockchain, and most of the time we were researching consensus algorithm, and then we designed and developed a blockchain, and that blockchain is serving as a underlying blockchain for many projects now, and the other team members are from top top internet companies and the top finance companies, and some of us used to know each other, and some of the guys we meet some of the other team members by proposal of or referral of friends, and so we came together to build exciting things. Yeah, that's what was the background and our background and why we came together. And now some of the members are in Singapore, London, and the other Asia places, and so it is a decentralized distributed team, and so we have such experience, blockchain, internet, and finance, and yeah, the interesting thing is that Sitara also has some experience with language, so Sitara can share such experience.
Beautiful, 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 beautiful. I see a question from an important member of our community, Truman Sparks. He's asking something very specific. I think it's the last question I'm going, guys, to tire you with. I'm going to really. It's been an hour since we started. It's been going so well that I had to continue. So the question is, could you explain a little bit what kill buffer is, and the green battery? Is it best when it's low, like 20%, or when it's high, 80%? At the moment, his position says is green and has a 16%. Is that good or bad? It might seem like a basic question, but people are not understanding very well. Maybe some kind of sessions, beginner sessions, tutorials would help. But if you give us if you could give us an explanation on the battery and the kill buffer, we would really appreciate it. Maybe we save someone from liquidation.
Yeah. So the reason behind introduction of this killer buffer to our platform was to help users get to know about their position. So the thing is, the higher the value of the kill buffer, the more you are safe, right? So if the battery is green, you are safe. If the battery is yellow, maybe you are somewhere in the middle of the position, right? You either can go up or you can go down. And if you're red, then you know what. red is dangerous.
I see. And if it's at 16% and still green, what does that mean? It means that it's fine still at 16. It might get yellow at 8% maybe, and red at 1%. Does it make sense to be at 16%
basically,
and
the
still
higher
green?
the better. The higher the better, but maybe Mike can elaborate more for the convenience of the users, so that they can learn something more about the kill buffer.
Let me give some examples. So, for example, the user can make a position to create a position with 3x leverage ratio or with 2x leverage ratio. When they create a position with 3x and 3 times leverage ratio, and it is high risk and high profit, right? And if it create one such position, the initial kill buffer would be about 16%. Yeah, 16%. And if this number decreased to 0, the position would get liquidated. And if the users want to calculate uh, uh, calculate when the position would be liquidated, they can use the calculator tools, which was provided by Francium a few days ago. And this calculator is very helpful to help the DeFi users to calculate what the position value would be while the price changes in the future. While the price decrease or increase, what the percentage would be in the future. This tool is very helpful. And return to the case. And if the user create a position with 2 times leverage ratio, and this position will have a higher kill buffer than the previous position with 3x leverage ratio. And if the kill buffer decrease to 0, this position will also get liquidated. But the 2x leverage ratio position will have more room to decrease before it get liquidated. So for our actual and clear number, when it would be liquidated or what kind of profit it will get, we can use our calculator to find a very clear and very useful number for you to determine whether to use what kind of leverage ratio and provide what kind of asset and borrow what kind of asset. To the calculator will help you to determine it clearly.
Yeah, I have the calculator now on my screen. It's awesome. It's intuitive, really well made. I think. Thank you for answering the question in such a detailed manner. Honestly, guys, thank you for taking the time to be here. Pleasure to have you. Looking forward on speaking again. Really, once you have a coin out, once you have more information about strategy building and the other new features, I really want us to speak again. It was an awesome session, and yeah, thank you everybody for being here.
Thank you so much for giving us the opportunity. Yeah, it was a tremendous experience. It was far better than we were expecting, and it is amazing to be with you, to be with the Grape community. And I would really like to thank Grape community and also the Francium community to giving us such wonderful suggestions to understand us at the times when we are unable to provide them with the services and all their support, help, and suggestions. So thank you so much, Francium community. We love you. Stay with us and keep using Francium. And Grape community, we love you as well because you're the best, and we really like you and the protocol developed by you. And also our host of the day is the best host. And thank you so much for inviting.
Yeah, guys, you should not be afraid or hesitant to join any of those AMAs. You are fluent. You are building something of value. Solana community really likes Francium, the Francium UI, the Francium team. So again, thank you. Let's close it here. Thank you to the audience. I'm going to close the stage. Give also a thank you message on the video platforms, and I will end the stream. We have a normal stream tomorrow, Whale's Tales, new DeFi projects coming from the new hackathon, and some plans for the Solana Lisbon. Are you guys going to be going to Lisbon? Sitara or Mike? Any of you going for the meetup in Portugal?
Actually, we were interested in that, but and the situation is, as we all know, the COVID, right? And the COVID situation. So because of that, and also we have the tight development schedules. So due to these two reasons, we won't be able to go there, but we'll try our best to join this session online.
Beautiful. On the next one, we'll drink beers. Thank you again. I'm closing the stage. I love you all.
Thank you.
Awesome people, guys, really awesome people. They were a little bit hesitant in the beginning. They were said, "Oh, we're not very comfortable with English. We should do it in text and type." I was like, "Come on, YOLO, who gives a shit? It's us. It's a tight community. It's a tight family. Let's see what we can do." Very polite, very nice, very attentive. Thank you all. Thank you all. I've taken 2 screenshots. By night or by tomorrow morning, I have to give 2 NFTs, one to a random member of the audience from the Squads AMA and one for a random member of the audience from the Francium AMA. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being awesome. And stay tuned. Tomorrow we have a show. We haven't had a normal show. Solarian's NFT giveaway from Alex Pertz. And yeah, we have some alpha to drop. We have some magic moves to make. We're gonna have to explore some new positions on the DeFi space. Take care, guys, and enjoy the bull run.